Welcome to INFONITY. Here, we explore our British life, behaviours and the issues that shape our society. So, stay with us and keep watching. In Britain, no one will tell you that you were rude. The room will just change. No raised voices. No confrontation. Just a small shift, and suddenly you feel it. You might not even know what you did. Eye contact disappears a little sooner. The moment passes, but the tone of the room feels different. Number 1. Acknowledgement keeps things smooth. In everyday British life, acknowledgement acts like invisible glue. A brief nod or quick cheers keeps everything balanced. When someone holds a door open, they expect recognition, not applause. If that recognition does not arrive, the exchange feels unfinished. In an office kitchen, offering to make tea is more than a practical act. It quietly signals inclusion. Taking the mug without thanks can cool the interaction slightly. Nobody reacts openly, but the energy tightens for a second. The same happens when someone lets you merge in traffic. A small gesture of thanks restores the warmth almost instantly. When it is missing, the moment feels oddly flat. Number 2. Volume signals awareness. In Britain, managing your volume is a quiet form of respect. A loud phone call on a train feels intrusive because it spreads into shared space. Heads may not turn dramatically, but shoulders tense. The discomfort is subtle but collective. In a lively pub, the same energy feels natural and welcome. Context determines whether something feels rude or simply expressive. It is rarely about noise alone. It is about reading the setting. Number 3. Indirect language protects dignity. British communication often softens criticism to protect the mood. Saying "I'm not sure that quite works" carries meaning beneath the surface. The listener understands the message without public embarrassment. In meetings, disagreement is often wrapped in gentle phrasing. A blunt correction can make the room feel exposed. Even when the correction is technically right. During performance reviews, positives usually come before negatives. Removing that soft introduction makes feedback feel sharper than intended. The aim is not to avoid honesty, but to avoid humiliation. Number 4. The cue is quiet fairness. The British queue is less about order and more about fairness. Even at a bus stop without markings, people sense who arrived first. Eye contact quietly confirms the sequence. Stepping slightly ahead disrupts that silent agreement. No one may challenge you directly, but you might feel several pairs of eyes notice. The reaction stays polite, yet unmistakable. Standing too close in line can create the same discomfort. Personal space in Britain is generous but invisible. Number 5. Reading the emotional temperature. British rooms often carry an emotional temperature that people instinctively respect. At a family dinner, introducing politics too quickly can cool the atmosphere. You may notice cutlery slowing down and shorter replies. Someone might gently change the subject to restore balance. That shift is a quiet act of social care. Oversharing very personal details can have a similar effect. The room does not reject the speaker, but it tightens slightly. In professional settings, dominating the conversation creates subtle withdrawal. People lean back instead of leaning in. The discomfort is about imbalance rather than disagreement. Number 6. Sorry keeps life flowing. In Britain, sorry often means, let's keep this smooth rather than I was wrong. It acts as social oil in crowded stations and busy pavements. To strangers reaching for the same item will often apologize at the same time. Neither person is guilty, yet both restore balance. A quick sorry can smooth things over. When it is missing, the moment lingers slightly longer than expected. The absence feels heavier than the inconvenience itself. These tiny adjustments keep daily life surprisingly smooth. None of these behaviors are dramatic enough to cause arguments. Yet together they shape how comfortable everyday life feels. Small changes in tone, timing, and awareness keep everything steady. When those changes disappear, the room shifts almost instantly. It is less about strict rules and more about shared sensitivity. I'm curious which small behavior you notice most in everyday life. Let me know in the comments. I'd genuinely like to hear your experience. There is often more happening in a room than anyone says out loud. If you found this useful, you can subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.